Hello, beautiful soul, and welcome to day 3 in my January challenge, Living Embodied. Today is called Release, and this practice is a nice deep hip opening stretch. It's a slow practice. We're going to be down on the ground, so it's also very grounding. And this is all about releasing anything from the past or from the year just gone that you don't want to carry into the new year. So any energy, any tension in the body, any limiting beliefs, any old stories, this is your opportunity to let go of some of that energy. And I also want to prove to you that you don't need a lot of space to practice yoga. So you're joining me in my bedroom today, and you might be able to hear some of the beautiful sounds of the rain as it is rainy season here in Bali, and I am sat next to my open door and my balcony. So let's hop on the mat and let's flow. Welcome. Come to a comfortable seated position to begin. We're going to do a short breathwork practice. So you can close down your eyes. Take a nourishing breath in, fill your lungs, send that breath deep down into your belly, into your rib cage, expanding your rib cage as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, just send your awareness from the crown of your head down the body into the shoulders, softening the shoulders, the neck, the torso, arms and legs. And just feel a wave of calm and peace wash over your body. And I want you to just take a moment to connect to the past and anything that has happened in your past that you want to let go of. So you can just create an awareness around that. Maybe look at a timeline from when you were younger up until now. Just think about this as gathering that energy up and drawing that energy into this present moment. And then I want you to take a deep breath in through your nose and pause at the top. Take in a deep breath, pulling the past and all of that energy into the future, into the now moment. And then we're going to release with a big exhale out through the mouth. And you're just choosing in this moment to let it all go. All the energy, all the beliefs, all the stories that are not serving you. And as you do this, you bring that energy back into the present moment. So you're no longer stuck in the past. You're choosing to let it go. And we're going to do the same now with the future. So often we spend a lot of our energy worrying about the future, playing possible scenarios in our mind about the future, and just generally taking ourselves out of the present moment. So all of the fear that exists around the future, all of the energy that is there, we're going to pull that back now into the present moment. So just take a moment, eyes closed down. As you breathe in, you're pulling that future energy into this present moment. And releasing with a big exhale out through the mouth, push it out, pursing the lips. And now you're harnessing all that energy back in the present moment. Take 3 breaths in and out, fully focusing on the breath, releasing a little more tension with each exhale. Gently blink open your eyes. So you can stay here in this cross-legged position. I'm going to give you 2 other options to explore. And come into this position where your feet are in alignment. Or you can take a half lotus, bringing your right foot onto your left thigh. You might not be able to go fully into this today, but you can explore, maybe find a bit of movement. But if it gets super uncomfortable, don't stay there, don't force anything. So in this practice today, we are working on hips, hamstrings and twists, as well as forward folds. This is a detoxifying practice where we are releasing. So we're going to just focus on the breath and sending our awareness into the space in the body where we can feel the stretch and we can feel the release. So energy flows where attention goes. So if we can place our attention on that area where we can feel we're holding something, we can intentionally release anything that is energetic, anything that is physical, and feel lighter emotionally, physically, mentally. And in this lightness, we just have more energy. We have more energy to create, more energy to love, more energy to make positive decisions, more energy to give to others and to give to ourselves and to nourish ourselves and our habits and all the things that make our life beautiful. So bring your fingertips now to the ground and inhale your arms up. Exhale and twist to the right. So left hand on the right knee. Right hand, you have options, can come behind the body. If you want to take this twist a little bit deeper, hook it onto your left hip, or grab hold of your right foot if you have your foot up here. And then use a little bit of tension here to deepen the twist. So you can press your right palm on the back of the hand. Left and right is hard today. You can press your left palm or back of the hand onto the right knee, and then also actively pull the belly in and around. So you're really being intentional with the twist. Belly in and around, shoulders down. Continue to lengthen out through the crown of the head. Breathe, notice where there's tension in the body, send your awareness there. And imagine that tension dissolving. And relaxing a little bit more with each breath. Perfect. Breathe in. And exhale your way back to neutral. From here, release your right leg and send it out long. So now the right leg is extended, your right foot is flexed, your left foot can come onto the inside of your right thigh. Turn your body as if you're facing over the right leg and make sure you're not rolling your right hip up. And then inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. So the fold here is coming from the hips. You're hinging at the hips and not just reaching and rounding. So try and find that sensation of hinging from the hips. It doesn't matter where you land. Personally, I have very tight hamstrings, especially at the moment, so I'm not going to just be trying to reach forward. I'm going to focus on relaxing my belly towards my thigh. I've got a little bend in the knee. That's just helping me to get more into that shape and that sensation. Keep flexing your right foot towards your shin. Soften down with each breath. Close your eyes and breathe into the stretch. And then from here, take your right hand to rest on your ankle or your foot, if you can take the outer edge of the foot. We're going to twist open here with the left shoulder, so loop the left shoulder open, and then reach your left fingertips up and over. As you reach over, try and really draw the left shoulder back away from your ear so you're not just collapsing down here. And find that delicious stretch down the left side of the body. Anchor your left knee and your left hip down to deepen that stretch. Focus on the breath. Amazing. One more in. And exhale to release. From here, we're going to turn to the top of the mat or the bottom of the mat and come into a pigeon or a modified version. So you can keep a bend in the knee here. Don't feel like you have to go fully into pigeon. And then try and align your left shin with the top of the mat and flex your left foot. So you can stay here, or you can try and straighten this leg to go deeper and come onto the top of your right foot. You might need to find some movement here just to ease in. Option to stay upright. If you're feeling quite tight, you can also bring that right knee in if it's very tight and get a little bit of height, and then work on easing back. You can lower down, rest your forehead on the earth, or take a bit of a heart opener here, interlace your fingers, open your chest. Keep pressing the hips down. Breathe. Maybe soften down as well in this position. Explore. Keep tuning into where you feel the stretch, sending the breath there. Final breath. Come up really slowly if you are down, and then release really gently. Come back to your seat and take the legs in the opposite direction. So this time the left one is in front, if you were going the same way as me, and you can keep the ankles crossed. You can also take half lotus. Take your time, explore. Maybe you're not quite there, but you want to just spend a breath or two in half lotus and then release again. Fingertips to the earth. Breathe in. Exhale to the left. Right hand onto your left knee. Left hand can come around to your hip or even grab hold of the left foot. I like to bring this hand, back of the right hand onto the knee, and create resistance to deepen the twist and draw my belly in and around, shoulders down, crown of the head up towards the ceiling. Closing the eyes down and trying to relax into the pose. Inhale and exhale to release. Extending the left leg this time. So right foot is coming onto the inside of the left leg. Flex your left foot and turn to face over your left leg. This side might feel a bit different. Try and keep the hips on the ground. Inhale your arms up and exhale to fold. This side is a lot tighter for me, so I'm probably not going to come down as far. I'm still trying to hinge from the hips and find that sensation. Draw your left toes towards your shin. A little bend at the knee is fine. Breathe into the stretch, softening down with each exhale. Great job. Grab hold of your left foot with your left hand or your ankle. Twist your right shoulder open. Reach your right arm up and over. We're trying not to collapse the right shoulder down. Anchor down through the right knee, the right hip, to deepen that stretch down the right hand side. Breathe in. Breathe out. Release your right hand. Plant it down next to pigeon or a modified variation. So just turn towards the top of your mat. Align your right shin with the top of the mat. Flex your right foot. You can keep this one bent. It's absolutely fine. Or you can deepen the stretch and come onto the knee. This one is very tight for me. Just find movement, ease in. There's no need to force anything. And sometimes it takes a little bit of time to just open up. That's okay. And again, you can stay up, you can lower down. You can take a chest opener once more. Maybe lowering down at the same time. I like to think of yoga as an exploration rather than being too rigid in what we're doing. Releasing expectation, releasing what we think we should be doing, how it should look, how it should feel, but rather letting our bodies lead the way a little bit and getting in tune with what actually does feel good and what doesn't. Trusting ourselves. Trusting ourselves to know what that is. So I am a guide, but I don't always know what's best for your body. And I don't always know what's best for my body. Sometimes I might take it too far, force it too much. Sometimes maybe I can go deeper than I choose to, and it's all okay. It's all an exploration, and every day is different. So come up gently and release this one. And come back to your starting position in that seated, comfortable seated position. Close your eyes down. Just notice how you feel now that you have released some of that tension in the hips. Do you feel lighter? And just check in with the space behind your eyes, your shoulders. Is there anything else you can still feel in your body energetically that you are choosing to let go? And actually, that doesn't mean that it's going to go completely, but the first step is always the choice if you want to release something. And let's take one more big releasing breath. So we're going to breathe in, gather anything up that still wants to be or needs to be released. You don't have to know exactly what it is. Full breath in, really expand and breathe it all in to your lungs, your belly, your rib cage expands. Pause, feel the energy build, feel that power building, that power to release what needs to be released. It's all within you. And then exhale, either pushing the air out like we did in the beginning or with a big sigh, whatever feels best. And then just take a natural breath and a moment of stillness and observe how you feel. Bring your hands to your heart center, bow your head. Honor yourself, this moment, this practice. Honor everything that you have chosen to release. Namaste.